So, Heather, thank you for joining us here in Dallas. How was your trip?
It was good.
Yeah.
It's not too long of a flight, only 2 hours.
Oh, well, that makes it a little quick.
Yeah,
and
I'm not used to the humidity, but it's nice.
That'll get you a little
Yeah.
bit.
I love doing stand-up. Talk about my life, being a mom, and all my celebrity fascination. I'm obsessed with reality TV. I like to do lots of impressions. So it's fun. I love doing stand-up. It's great.
Tell me about this book, because that is huge. You will never blue
ball in this town again. That is my book. It's about all the guys I did not have sex with in the 90s. So I apologize for that night we had back in 96.
I'm so upset
now you
about
know.
that.
Now you know.
But
See, I hadn't had sex with anyone. I was just a virgin looking for some meals and a boyfriend. And no one wants to be your boyfriend unless you have sex with them. So that's what happened. And that's what kept going on and on. So there's just a bunch of funny stories about those trials and tribulations of my dating experience and my story of that being my thing, which is kind of unusual.
Well, how did that work out? Because you're a comedian, and I mean, you're a female playing basically in a boys' club. And how did you get away with that for so long?
Well, people got really frustrated. Do you imagine? Do you know how many guys, guys that were comics tried to help me and get me a couple spots and then got nothing in return? I mean, a lot of girls get a little slutty on the road and doing stand-up, and I didn't. So, and that's another thing. You don't get a lot by not putting out. You don't get parts in movies, and you don't get your rent paid, and you don't get free trips to Hawaii.
So no casting couch for you?
No, you get maybe a meal of shellfish, maybe an appetizer, but not a fourth date. No, you don't.
Well, since you never went that route, how did you prolong and maintain as well as you did to finally get to this level where you've got a book? We see you on TV with Chelsea Handler.
Well, that's what, the point is that you just have to be true to yourself, whatever that is. If you want to sleep with everybody and that's what you want to do, then go for it. But if you don't, and no one should do what they don't want to do. And so in the book, sometimes I curse my virginity, like, I missed out on this great guy, or here's Vince Vaughn hitting on me, and what a great story to tell. I still have a great story to tell. It just doesn't involve penetration. So it's like, I'm happily married. And my husband could care less that I was such a good girl. Like, it wasn't anything great for him. He's just happy it resulted in a book deal. And I've given, yes, exactly. And people are like, so now on the radio, they're like, wait, have you had sex? Yes. I have had sex twice. I have 2 children. So, yes, that was amazing. Those 2 times. No, but it's all worked out for the best.
All right, so I have to ask this. Were you a little nervous that first time?
I know. You know what? It was like you wait so long. And, I mean, it's all in the book, but no, the point is that it was just right. It was like it was not with my husband, which was shocking to my parents when they read the book. My mom's like, now you got married at 29, but you lost virginity at 27. Bob wants to know I'm like, I'm not having this conversation with you. But, so at that point I was so okay with everything, and the relationship did not work out, and it was fine. Yeah. And the whole thing is that other people, if they do get wrapped up into something that's too sexual for them and they're too young, then they can drop out of school or lose 2 years of their life. It's like I was always just really focused on, I was looking for love, and I was trying to be a stand-up, and I worked at them both really hard. Yeah. And I got a lot of material out of the search for both, so it all worked out. But no, it wasn't. It was just whatever.
Was there any particular reason that you was it a religious or spiritual type thing?
I mean, at first it was, yes, I was, raised a good Catholic girl, but it was more like, no,
Catholic girl. I heard some bad things about you, Catholic girl.
Well, yeah, you're right. That's the thing. No, I had respect for myself and everything, but I was more just well, I'm not going to just, I'd be in college and I'd make out with guys all the time, and I'd dress kind of slutty, and then the next day I'd see the guy I made out with, and he'd just skateboard past me, and I'd be like, oh my God, what if I'd gone all the way with him, and this is the reaction? Thank God I didn't. So that kind of kept me going, okay, these guys aren't really, let's really make someone, if I'm going to lose it to someone, I want them to be really interested in me. And a lot of them, didn't put up with it. Or if I stopped sharing the secret with them because they were so freaked out if I told them that I was a virgin, that they were like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. So then I would say, okay, well, I'll just wait. And once we become boyfriend, girlfriend, then they don't even have to know they're the first, and I'll do it. But it never got to that point. And more time would pass, and it was like, yeah. And then it became like an awkward thing. Like, I'm really old.
But you know, it's turned out well. A couple of kids. Now, are you gonna try to instill those same kind of values in your children?
No, I mean, I don't want them to freak out. I just want them to respect themselves. I mean, and also it's like, you know, just have protected sex. Just don't, like, you know, that always bothers me. Even when anybody has an unwanted pregnancy, it's like, come on, we have everything.
Well, you know, what's that in Massachusetts where they're gonna give the kids like down to first graders, if they want to ask for a condom, they can have a condom.
That's gross.
I mean, that's not the premise.
Yeah.
I'm totally taking it out of
But you know what?
context.
That's the other thing, is that there's schools that have condoms in the schools, and they still want to. It's more about, you know, don't you want to wait until you're older to have kids, and don't you not want to be in that predicament? And I think that's sort of, yes, make it all available. I'm not like for abstinence, but it's more like, don't you think you're worth more than that? Don't you want to? Can't you see what a wonderful life you could have before it's time to have kids? Like, wait till you're like mid to late 20s. Everyone should. No one should have a kid before 25. If it happens, it happens. But really, you really shouldn't.
Well, I got a daughter, and I'm telling you, I'm doing everything. I got the little shiny bullets, so them boys are gonna know what's up, you know. And I mean, coming from that standpoint, I'm not trying to be on a soapbox, but it's like, back in the day, I don't really know how old you are, but from my standpoint, I had to beg. You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, beg Latin. Now it seems like it's pretty, you know, 7th, 8th grade. They're doing some things. I'm like, really? Wow, I'm married. That's still not working for me.
Yeah. No, that's kind of shocking. Yeah. And so hopefully there seems to be, it seems like kids today are either really innocent, like ridiculously so, or off the charts. Like, there isn't that middle ground. You know, like when I was in school, people were having sex, but they were having sex with a boyfriend. Sure. You know, and now it's like there's no relationships. Like, oh, we're hooking up. Oh, we're just going out together in a group, and then she's going to give us all a blowjob. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think is really bad.
That is the way our world is going.
You know, you just have to keep your daughter busy.
I'm going to try. Well, she's a little diva already, Showtime, so I don't know if I'm going to have much say.
But then if she's into acting, like, have her in the plays, have her take extra courses in school. Like, as long as her day's really full, there isn't time to, you know what I mean? I think that's really important, is to be there and over-scheduleize their life, and then there's no time to do anything.
All right, now, well, back to you. Yeah. All right, so you're on tour. How's the tour going so far?
Good. I mean, I work on Chelsea full-time as a writer-producer, so I'm just doing a bunch of weekends. I'm going here in Atlanta and Denver and Las Vegas, and then I open for Chelsea back east and in Utah in August. So it's great. I'm just trying to get as many things. Huh?
I thought you were leaving.
Leaving where?
The show.
No.
Oh, my bad.
That's Jen Kirkman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She left the show. That's all right. She left the show to write on a sitcom.
Oh, well, hey, you know, more power to her. So you're still doing your thing, you and Chelsea?
Yeah, I like being on camera, and I like the fun, that it's so different every day. Yeah. So I love it. It's just been great. I've been there since the beginning. It's been on 3 years. People don't realize it's been on that long.
I've been watching for about 2.
Yeah. So it's just growing, and it's like, it seems like people either watch it religiously or they've never heard of it. There's very little in between. Yeah. And so, but the people that are into it are great and loyal and love it and get it. And
what about your panel? Because, I mean, I know it's rotating, but sometimes you guys kind of get back and forth. You got to have some thick skin to deal with some of the comments that come out of yours and Chelsea's. And
no, you do. And it may take a while for you to get that thick skin. I mean, even sometimes in the beginning, I could, like, shed a tear at work.
Really?
Until at the Christmas party, they're like, they did this yearbook thing, and they're like, most likely to cry at work, Heather McDonald. And I was like, I guess I do cry at work a lot. So then I just stopped it. Like, sometimes you just have to be, but it's all like, it really all is in love. Like, people go, why does she call you long boobs and everything? And I'm like, you know what? It started, and if it makes you remember me, then who the hell cares?
I was going to ask
No, my boobs are not long.
Where did that come from?
She just said it, like, in a sketch once as a joke. And she's like, look at those long boobies or whatever. And it just was so funny to us. And then she kept saying it and, like, introducing me as that. And it just became something. And I do show a lot of cleavage, so I guess sometimes I do look a little bit long. But you know what? But a lot of times people will go, you know, I was watching you do your stand-up and your boobs aren't long. So I'm like, okay, could you listen to the jokes? I don't want you looking for a camel toe. I don't want you looking for my long boobs or my pony-like legs. Like, she's obsessed with people's body parts. So then they're always like looking like, oh, where is that coming from that she says that? But
I mean, it's got to be kind of cool because, I mean, you've got talent, you're funny, and you're good looking. So, I mean, you're like
you.
a whammy power.
Thanks. I tell my husband that all the time. Like, do you know how lucky you are?
Well, I mean, and plus you're a money earner.
I mean, really.
That's triple threat, hubby.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you giving us some time.
Yeah.
Your book is, tell the people.
You'll Never Blueball in This Town Again. It's only $10 on Amazon, which is amazing. I went straight to paperback so unemployed people could afford it. And then, or Borders, Barnes & Noble, anywhere.
And your website?
HeatherMcDonald.net. HeatherMcDonald.com is a bitch that won't let me have it. So this is HeatherMcDonald.net, and I have, you know, videos and photos and everything on there that you wouldn't see anywhere else. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Break a leg tonight.
Okay.